What's up, guys? Welcome to another On Point Sports podcast. Today I'm joined by Adam and Eric. Today we're going to discuss the NFL. Thursday Night Football for Week 12, we had the Colts and the Texans. The outcome of that game was Texans 20, Colts 17. What do you guys think about that game?
So for that one, this is one that I was really somewhat paying attention to, but not just because it seemed kind of slow to start. But one thing about it that I really thought was interesting that it actually came down to it. I thought it was going to be a blowout. But the weird thing is I didn't really know who would have won it in the blowout because these are two teams that, with Jacoby Brissett, they've been good, but I believe a few weeks ago one of his performances was just bad, so I lost all hope for him, kind of. Even though they're still good. And then the Texans, just coming into the season, I thought the Texans were a lock for the playoffs since Andrew Luck left. But it didn't seem like it. But they won this game, so. But all of their games have been, I think they said one possession games, either wins or losses. So
Right.
yeah,
I thought it was really. I think this was one of the key ones for later down in the playoffs because
yeah,
it was just one of those division games that asserted who was the top and who's really gonna make it to the playoffs or not.
hmm,
And you saw the Texans taking the win there. Deshaun Watson performed very good, but I think
yeah.
who stood out the most was Watkins himself with 2 touchdowns. But I honestly didn't think Hopkins. Sorry, I didn't think it was that much of an interesting game. Besides it being a division,
Yeah.
I don't think there was enough action on both sides. They played okay, but
Are the Colts and the Texans in the same division, right? Yeah, you said that, right?
Yeah.
yeah, they're from the south.
The
They
Texans are now on top.
they had the
Yeah.
same record going into the game.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, they did 6-5.
who's at the top of their division right now? Is it
Texans are
Houston.
now 7-4. Colts are 6-5. They both went in with a 6-4 record.
and
Yeah.
they're both in the AFC?
AFC South, yes.
So the Texans have a chance of making it into.
The Texans might have just not technically, but most likely clinched that just because of I think they both kind of have a similar schedule in how tough
Yeah.
it is. But I think they do play again later in the season. No, they don't.
Later, that's gonna be May.
No, I don't think they do. No, they don't. So yeah, that might have been a big matchup for their what am I trying to say, for their division.
Right.
We got some more games for the week of 12. The week of 12, my bad. I'm sorry. We have one of the more interesting games, you can say. We got the Browns, two of the best teams in the league,
Yes,
hopefully in
sir.
2030. Who do you guys think is going to take that one?
This one's the
I think
Browns.
that was the Browns. That's. I mean, they
I
took
think
a
I,
hit.
I think
They
they'll
took a
blow
hit
them
from
out,
losing.
even
Go ahead.
The
though
Browns are going to the Browns are blowing them out.
I think they are. Though the Dolphins have a 2-game win streak, so they're not to be
Really?
messed with. Yeah, I think so.
Who did they beat last week?
Let me do a flashback really quick. No, they lost last week. Never mind.
Oh, you're tripping, bro.
They lost to the Bills. They won the previous 2 weeks though. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, they're on a
That
one-game
is
losing
wild.
streak, so they'll want to win. No, but I think the Browns. It's gonna be interesting to see how it is without Myles Garrett on their defense.
Definitely.
But I still think they'll have enough offense to beat them if it does come down to just offense to offense.
But you really got two of some I don't think Mayfield is coming in with 12 interceptions.
They're starting to get it together now. Something
Yeah, but
changed the last
essentially
few games.
he's had a turnover every game essentially.
But have you
That's what
seen how those have gone though? It's a
I
throw
have.
to whether it's Landry or Odell, and then just pops off of their chest and goes into someone's hands.
So you're blaming the receivers?
Yeah. Well, if you look at it, the only time that it was a legitimate interception where he threw it and the first person it touched was the person who intercepted it, there was probably once.
So you think OBJ is doing terrible?
OBJ to start the season was doing terrible, but recently, I think the last game was it, or it might have been the one before when they played the Steelers. He looked pretty good in that one. Let me check his Steelers. He had 4 receptions for 60 yards. Isn't the best, but it might be the best he's done this year. But it's against the Steelers again, so.
Don't the Steelers have a good?
I mean, the Steelers, they've lost a lot of people the last year or so.
Well, I can say they're gonna have it easy this week. I mean, they're going up against the Bengals.
Yeah.
Oh man, the Bengals, man. Against 0-10.
For the Browns game, I got the Browns.
Yeah, Browns as well.
And I think that brings them up to 500. Nope, they're 5-6. Never mind.
They would be 6-6, right?
No, they're 4-6 right now. That'd be 5-6, but they play the Bengals next week, I think.
So they should be.
Then they play the Bengals again, 7-6.
But they're not slipping into the wild card like you saw at the beginning of the season.
It's gonna come down to the Colts, whether or not the Colts or Texans division, if they can stay up there.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next game. We got Lions and Redskins. Not too exciting. Who do you think is gonna take that?
I want to say the Lions.
Me too. It's kind of hard though, because I don't know if Stafford's playing. Which, even without Stafford, they almost upset the Cowboys last week. So it's not too hard to imagine them winning. And also, they're playing the Redskins.
1-9.
Yeah, but Dwayne Haskins he's going to have one big game, you would think. Or at least you would think. You don't know for sure. Because he hasn't really been performing to what people were saying before the season started. But I'm going with the Lions. With or without Stafford.
Yeah, no, Matt Stafford's out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be out, so they have to rely on the backup there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the Redskins. Might sound weird, but...
You think they're going to upset him?
Yeah, for sure. There's been a couple of upsetting games the past few weeks.
Yeah, I think they could.
Yeah. They probably... Well, it's probably 50-50, but I think the Redskins will take it. We're going to move on to the next game. We got Raiders and Jets. Raiders have kind of been picking up a little bit lately. Jets,
a little bit.
Not so
Jets
much.
Going down.
Who do you think is going to take that?
Yeah.
Jets have a lot of injured people right now.
I have the Raiders for
this
one.
The only thing, honestly, they have a tackle out and a safety. That's about it. So, health-wise, I think they're pretty healthy. And you're right, they have been picking up their game a little bit. And I just don't think the Jets are going to come up with it.
No.
Sam Darnold was a good pick for them, but I don't think... I mean, what is it, his second year?
Yep.
I don't think he's going to... He's doing good. Believe me, he's doing decent. But I don't think he's going to...
Some quarterbacks take a few years, but this year is
yeah. I don't think he's... I think he's going to be a good fit for the Jets. I just don't think right now... I don't think this is his season.
Yeah.
You know.
And with the Raiders winning that one, they would tie the Chiefs at 7-4 for the top of their division.
Oh, wow. Dang.
Yeah. Chiefs are off this week, I believe. So joining in the next week, they'll both be 7-4.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, and guess what? It's going to be a divisional game next week for them, too, because they're going to go off against each other. For the
they do play each other the week after.
Well, that's going to be exciting to look at.
That next week, week 13, is going to be something else. That's going to be... There's a lot of good games.
Next week is going to be good.
It really is.
But can we agree that the Raiders are taking that one?
I can say so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to move on to the next game. We got very new-looking New York Giants going against the Bears. Who do you think is going to take that?
This is a battle of the two teams that have kind of disappointed people this year.
Definitely. I mean, I want to say the Bears have definitely disappointed me.
Mm-hmm.
They've always been a decent team. They're not doing that good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mitch Trubisky and the Bears' defense hasn't really showed up many times this year.
Oh.
As well as Saquon hasn't really done much, and then Daniel Jones did well for a while, and now he's just kind of fallen
Right.
off. But I think I'll have the Bears in this one.
I want to say Bears as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna move on to the next game. We got Panthers and Saints teams in the league. Who do you think's gonna take that?
See, if you want to talk about upsets, I want to say the Panthers.
You're thinking the Panthers are gonna win.
I'm thinking Panthers. Yeah, I really.
I
do
hope
think
so. That'd be great. But I'm gonna pick the Saints. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think the Saints at home are gonna lose many this year, unless they're to the Falcons. Was it Falcons at Saints that they lost, or was it Saints at Falcons?
Who's starting? Is it Bridgewater or is it gonna be?
No, it's Drew Brees still.
Breeze, right?
He's healthy.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is that guy?
He's
old.
He's getting there.
Yeah.
So
I don't think
we got a split decision.
I think Kyle Allen and McCaffrey are gonna clean up. I definitely think McCaffrey's gonna put on a show that game, and hopefully the Panthers defense can stop the run game.
Yeah, they got Camaro.
They do.
Eric, I think you're being delusional. We all know the Saints are gonna take that one.
I don't think they are. I really do think. If you want to talk about upsets, I really do think the Panthers are gonna take it.
The Saints are
Okay,
4-1 at home.
You can't-
Their only
you
loss
can't-
is to the Falcons, which was an upset.
And the Panthers, how many games have they won without Cam Newton?
They won a good amount. Kyle Allen went 5-0 to start.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Since then, they're kind of falling off though.
The rise of a backup.
He actually has all of their wins.
Yeah.
What?
Cam Newton doesn't have any of them.
Wait, what did they get last week though? Did they get a win or?
No, they lost.
No,
they lost against the
last
Packers.
week. Oh,
They were
Oh.
winning.
okay.
Then no, they're not gonna take the Saints down, dude. They're not
They're
taking the
gonna-
Saints.
I think they're taking the Saints.
The Panthers last week played the Falcons.
No, they played the
They got
Falcons,
blown
sorry.
out 29-3. That's tough.
Oh,
But so did the Saints.
But in all honesty, you really can't put it against them when the Falcons showed up like a brand new team.
Yeah.
That defense of the Falcons is insane. I don't think anybody expected that. Which
what happened to the Falcons, man?
Do you think they have a chance to still make the playoffs?
No.
I really don't think
No.
so.
They're
Shout
in
out Wyatt
the
Hastings, but no.
They're 3-7 right now.
3-7. They could win some of those games, but I don't think they can
Well,
beat
we'll see how
out
the
Vikings.
We'll see.
and the
We'll see what happens. I
Seahawks.
mean, because Matt Ryan was out. If he starts performing, and hopefully not choke,
Yeah.
I think they have a good run towards the wild card game.
But are they
But-
going to beat out the Vikings and the Seahawks? Or the Niners
what?
and the Packers?
The defense, I'm telling you, the defense is something else.
That would mean that the Vikings, Seahawks, Niners, or Packers, 2 of those teams would have to lose like 4 or 5 of their next 6.
I'm taking Vikings and Niners. They're both gonna lose.
I'm taking that too.
You know what?
What?
Falcons are beating every single team they go against.
Well, who are they
I don't
playing?
care.
I wouldn't stretch it that far.
What's their schedule look like? It seems pretty easy.
This week they have the Buccaneers. We'll get to that soon.
Ooh, and then
Next week they got the Saints,
who they blew out
again.
at Saints.
and then
Panthers,
after that,
Jaguars, Buccaneers.
well, I mean their
It's
schedule
possible.
isn't looking too rough.
No.
They can probably win a couple of games, but getting to the playoffs, that seems a little out of reach for them.
Right.
That can change, I guess, if they start winning, but as of right now, that's not really looking too realistic.
Yeah, but I do think, like I said, I do think the Panthers are gonna upset the Saints.
Yeah.
I really do think they will.
Okay, we're gonna end that right there. Enough on the Panthers, bro. Like we know the Saints are gonna win.
We'll see.
Game. One of the more interesting games for this week, we got Seahawks and Eagles. Now, Adam's been telling me that the Eagles are going to beat the Seahawks, and the Seahawks are going to lose every single game.
Did I say that?
Maybe not that
I
exactly,
don't
but that's
remember
what I
that.
got from what you said.
But sure.
Uh,
No, but the Eagles, they can't catch the football. So I don't know how they're going to win that game if they can't catch a football.
I think that's up for debate. I mean,
I think it'll be a good game, but I think the Seahawks
Zach
are
Ertz is going to
win.
go off.
I do think this is going to
Do you
be a
think
really
so?
good game, and I
Yeah.
do. Wait a minute. I mean, it's not good for them right now since Jeffrey and Aguilar are
Yeah.
both questioned. If they lose them, if they lose them, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you,
I
Zeke.
think the
I'll
Seahawks
say
will win, but I think Russell Wilson will do some sort of like choking at the end.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
But I think they'll still win.
all right.
Seahawks moving up 9-2, hopefully this week. Next we got Buccaneers and Falcons. Who do you think's
I think
going
we
to take that
discussed
one?
The
I
Falcons.
Falcons.
Okay.
We discussed that.
Oh, we did? I thought you were
Sort
just
of.
talking about.
Sort of.
Okay.
Their
We're gonna move on to the next game then.
Defense is crazy.
Yeah, we heard about we heard of defense. Yeah, Eric. We got Broncos and Bills. Who's taking that one?
That's the Bills. The Broncos, I don't even know their record. It's like 1-7.
Who even
3-7.
plays on the Broncos?
They're 3-7.
I keep thinking Von Miller, but I think he retired.
Peyton Manning.
Did Von Miller really retire?
No, he's still
God.
there. I keep thinking he retires every year. They have Joe Flacco, but he's out like 7 weeks. So
Wasn't he good before?
Drew Lock is out. Oh, they have Philip Lindsay. That's their main guy.
I'll give it to the Bills.
That's about it. Yeah, I'm giving it to the Bills too.
I mean, the Bills. They're
Shout out
something else.
Todd Davis.
So
But yeah,
Bills.
The Bills. Yeah.
All right. Next game we got Steelers and
It's the
Bengals.
Steelers.
Uh,
The Bengals don't even
let's
want
move on to the next game. We got Jaguars and Titans. Who's taking that one?
I had a lot of hope in the Jaguars turning their season around when Nick Foles got back. And then, let me see what the exact score was. They got blown out 13-33 against the Colts. The Colts are the real deal, but I just thought they would do better. I think they'll win this one, though, because it's the Titans. But I don't know. I don't think they're making the playoffs, but I think Jaguars.
It's a divisional game, so.
Is it? I
It
always
is.
forget the Titans are in that division.
The Titans are doing better than the Jaguars right
Yeah.
now.
Well, the
Barely,
Jaguars haven't
they're
had
just winning
Foles
it.
since the first.
It's a 1-game difference. I mean, the guys.
Foles has been out since the first possession of the season.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah, I have the Jaguars for that one.
Eric, who do
I
you
got
have?
Jaguars too.
So I'm going to say Jaguars as well. And we did do a post on Nick Foles a while back, so
Yes,
I know who he is.
You'll like it.
We got one of the more... I hate these two teams.
It's good for America.
I have
One of them loses.
a great hate. I have hatred in my heart for both of these teams. I don't really care who wins this one. We got Cowboys and Patriots. Who's taking this?
It's kind of weird to talk about this one just because you rarely see it, and I don't really know who's gonna win this one. I have the Patriots just because they're the Patriots, and the Cowboys seem to lose big time games, sort of, or not even big time games too. But I have the Patriots. I think their defense will kind of stop, or if not stop, kind of contain Dak
Zeke.
Prescott and Zeke too. I think they have the
We-
best
Zeke-
run. They have the best run defense, the Patriots.
Zeke hasn't been doing well this season.
And they have the best run defense. So usually
He's
when
like
the games
eating
that he
salad,
doesn't do well,
not cereal.
for real.
Step with him, man.
The games that he doesn't do well in, they usually lose. So with the Patriots' run defense, I think they'll easily take him out.
Yeah.
So I have the Patriots.
Eric, who do you have?
I like to see an upset. I really don't like the Patriots as well.
What's the upset in this situation?
Yeah, there's
though?
no upset, Eric.
Is the Patriots winning an upset?
No. I think,
don't think so?
the Cowboys winning would be an upset.
Definitely by name, yeah.
By name, yeah. I I don't think. I just think it'd be
But
interesting
then
to
you
see the
hear all the
Cowboys move up.
Cowboy fans. Shout out Joel.
Couldn't make this podcast.
But you're right, Zeke. I feel the same way. I really don't like either side of the
Yeah.
ball on that one.
Someone loses,
If you
and
have,
we're all good with it.
yeah, true. As long as one of them lose, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
fantasy players on both sides, so
All right, let's move
hopefully
on.
they do
Let's move on.
good.
Enough of that.
All right, we got probably the most exciting game of Week 12. We got Packers, shout out Eric, and Niners, and shout out Adam. Who do you guys? You know what? Let's go with my decision.
Hold on.
No, listen. We all know who you're going for. We all know who Adam's going for. You know, we all know
maybe
who.
you don't.
It's a split. Okay, who do you got, Adam? You got the Packers.
So it's debatable on this one, as I think we might have two guests joining us. But it's a debatable one because George Kittle and Emmanuel Sanders right now are both questionable for the game.
Yes, they are.
I think if they play, the Niners will win. As Camilo joins us, we're
Welcome,
discussing Packers
Camilo.
at Niners.
Y'all's talking about Packers Niners?
You
Yes,
just
sir.
came at the right time, boy.
I think Joel might be on the way too. But I think if George Kittle and Emmanuel Sanders both play, I think that the Niners will definitely win that one. But if neither of them play, I think easily the Packers. Just because I don't think we have enough players who can catch the ball at that point.
So you're not making any wild assumptions like you did
Their
the Seahawks
house,
game.
their house,
No.
their house is really important.
I think
It
this will
really
be
is.
I think
it
this
went
will be
to
a
show
close
against
one.
it went to show against the Seahawks
Yeah.
that the Niners' health is really important.
I think that it'll be a close game. I feel like these two teams kind of, even though we haven't seen them since last season face off, I think they're really kind of close in the competition. But
I mean, I think they're brand new teams. I mean, last season the Packers weren't doing so hot. They lost. They had a losing record. The Niners, they were
Same
another
thing.
story. I mean,
We had injuries.
yeah,
Jimmy G kind of ended the season.
I
that's
think
true.
Debo Samuel's also questionable.
Of
Yeah,
course.
they're both. Yeah,
Everyone who can catch the ball is questionable.
Damn.
Sanders
We need-
is questionable too. Wow,
Yeah.
this is
And then Devontae Adams, they said they're gonna let play.
Okay.
So it'll be an interesting one for sure.
Honestly,
Sunday
if
night.
they play, then I think maybe the Niners can win. But like,
Without them, I don't.
I think
don't
it'll
see
still
it.
be.
I
Yeah.
definitely do think this is a close game. Because I won't bash the Niners on this, but their defense is really good.
Yeah, the one
So
thing.
I'm
Go
not gonna give it to you. I'm not just gonna bash you guys for having those injuries, but I do think it will be a good game and it will really be a close
Yeah.
one. I really don't hope for a blowout from either side.
No.
Yeah.
Because
So
I
do
think
the
this-
Packers run
you
it
said-
super often? Because I just know A-Rod throwing it.
No,
Aaron
Aaron
Jones.
Jones.
I know,
Aaron
but
Jones,
but does he? Do
Well,
they
no,
run
he does-
very
he does-
often?
He runs and catches. He's a dual.
Because that's the one thing we're bad at, but we're good at the pass defense, which
Well,
I feel
we're
like
not
is what
bad.
you'll do
We're like
more.
what 6, 7.
We're not bad at the run defense, but we're not the best, and that was kind of exposed in the few of the last games.
I think
But the pass
that
defense,
stats
I think,
like
would,
super impacted by that day. Christian McCaffrey ran like 120
Yeah.
on us,
But-
but that's because it's Christian McCaffrey. How you gonna stop him?
But I think the pass defense will definitely be the biggest thing about this game, just because if they do stop them, you're stopping A-Rod, and if you can't, then I think that'll be the ball game.
We just need to pressure the quarterback.
Yeah, can Bosa
Yeah, I
get a
think-
sack for the
I think
first
that's
time
really
in
one of
3
the-
weeks?
I
If they
guess
can get them down, I
again,
think there's
going
a
against
chance.
Bosa's
going
getting 3
against Rodgers
sacks.
is one of the most important.
You got
things.
3 sacks.
I don't-
Mhm.
I don't
you
think
Yeah.
wanna-
I
I got
don't.
3 sacks.
I think he'll
I don't
get
think
a
most
sack.
of 3. I think-
Bosa's not 3. I'll give him 2 sacks, but that's it. I won't even say
Only 2 sacks.
They have a good offensive
Nah,
line.
he's getting 3. He's pretty hungry right now.
Bosa. No, Bosa. Honestly, he's disappointed me so much.
No, I mean our
Should I mess around and give him 12?
no defense. I want to say
only 2 for the whole defense. That
No,
last-
Eric,
Do you know everybody?
this
Our
is
whole
one.
defense.
I'm
a
giving
lot
it
of
2.
other people might get to him, but
I'll
it
say
seems like
4
Bosa's
sacks.
been getting to them like right after the guy gets to him. Another
He
I'm
one.
has
certain
pressures.
Bosa's getting a lot of sacks this game.
Bosa's getting
Is he?
pressures, but not sacks the last few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's been doing pretty good in the run.
Yep.
He
That's
has a lot of tackles.
Yep.
So just depends who plays.
Yeah.
Like if the
Definitely.
Niners have Kittle and Sanders and
Obviously, we're hoping.
Debo,
A few of us
then
here are hoping for Niners, but I think
But
I
at the
don't
same,
know.
are you doubting the Packers defense?
You don't really
I
hear a
haven't seen
lot
enough.
about it, though.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen enough of them.
I mean, the one
I
thing that
really,
comes to
I
mind
really,
immediately is when they got blown out
I'm
by the
gonna say it. I don't
Chargers.
think I haven't seen. Oh my god.
That's their
Yeah.
defense.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
look at what they held their opponent to last
Who they play
last
last?
week's. I think they played the Chargers, who they got blown out to. They beat the Panthers by 8. A lot of these
Oh
games,
yeah, that was such a close game.
a
That
lot of
Panthers
these
game.
games, their opponent is putting up like 20 points. Where
Yeah.
I think we've only allowed 3 games of 20 points, 2 to the Cardinals, 1 to the Steelers, and then 1 to the Seahawks.
To the Cardinals.
2 to the Cardinals, 1 to the Steelers, 1 Seahawks. The rest were below.
Hey, then
20.
Cardinals, right? Then Cardinals. I'm
Cardinals
just
are
saying.
crazy.
The Cardinals aren't bad.
No,
And
they're
they're all young besides Fitz.
Yeah,
It's a good team
especially,
going forward.
and it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
Those are always the toughest. Look what happened to the Saints.
The one year the 49ers
That's true.
wanted to be the best team, their whole division decided to keep winning.
I know.
Why couldn't we have a Saints division where it's over right
No,
now?
a
Instead,
Patriots
they have 2
division.
losses, 4
A
losses.
Patriots.
The Patriots division.
No, I think the Bills. I don't know, man.
The Bills,
Are,
but you have to remember the Bills play the Jets and the Dolphins too, so they're
Yeah.
playing the same teams and getting those wins. Do you think the divisions will ever change?
I hope so. They need to
Or something will
restore
change?
some balance. Balance,
Yeah.
as all things should.
Thanos.
who you gonna
I
put
don't
in the
think they
division? You're
will.
gonna put the Dolphins, the Jets, the Chargers, and the Bengals in one division.
Well, I think
Bro, they should just
yeah.
do East West.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, I think whatever they should do, they should
Like
put
basketball.
the best teams at the very top of their divisions, and then kind of go down the next best team. So like
I
the
don't think
clinchers at
that's
the top.
the way to do it, though.
You don't think so?
I really don't think that's the way to do it.
I
Because
think they should just mix it around.
yeah, they gotta
Just
they have to mix
randomize
up,
it.
'cause I don't think because look at the Niners, man. Last year they weren't
Yeah.
that hot. They were like bad, and then they showed up out of the nowhere.
Out of the nowhere, yes.
Yes, sir.
I think they should just like shuffle teams from the East Coast and then the West Coast. Just kind of shuffle it. You know what I mean? Like a
And then the
random
Patriots
Right.
end up with like Bengals and the Redskins.
That is too easy.
That'd be exciting.
It'd be very exciting.
So we got 2 Niners, 1 Packers.
Well, see, who do you think is gonna win it?
I'm in the middle.
Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the
It
same.
depends on who plays.
Yeah,
If
but
the
right
Niners
now
are
it's
healthy,
too
I
close
think
to
they
call.
can win.
I need final answers. I don't want no middle shit.
I'm
No,
gonna go
we're going middle
49ers.
because the injuries and
I'm gonna
everything.
Nah,
I guess
it's too close to
but
you
call
can make
right
a
now.
final decision once players are actually ruled out.
Face it as if they were out.
Oh,
If they were out, I think the Packers will win.
I'll give.
Yeah.
If
I don't
Kittle,
think- I don't-
Sanders, Gold,
Kittle, I think
the
Kittle.
other
I think
12
if anything,
are
I think Kittle is gonna come back.
he might. In practice, he had the blue shirt on.
well, if that's the case, he is gonna win the game for them. You know why? Because he's the GOAT.
Yes, sir.
Like
Were you
LeBron.
Okay.
Listen, a while back, I would say the Packers are taking this game, but
Easily, yeah.
I'm because of players' statuses.
It's just
So-
too close to call right now, so I don't want to call it. Whatever's
If this
happening.
podcast was on a Sunday morning, I would have
The
my
game is
decision.
tomorrow. I mean, I'm just saying. I want to say the defense. I won't say who, but I think it's gonna be a good game, and it's gonna be
I-
close.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I hope
Definitely
so.
one of the
closer
Hopefully
games.
it's not a blowout.
Remember
be
last
exciting.
time they played when they played Monday night or Sunday night
They
last
played
year?
Monday night last year,
And
and
we
it
had
was a
CJ
really
Beathard.
close game.
Yeah.
With
Who won that?
CJ Beathard,
The
Packers.
Packers.
But I think it was
Oof.
a single possession.
So this is
Yeah.
a revenge game for the
Yes,
Niners.
sir. That's what it's titled.
Ooh,
And it's
Ooh.
at 49ers, which I think is huge.
ooh. We're gonna need an insider on that game.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna move on to the last game of Week 12. We got Ravens and Rams for Monday Night Football. Who's taking that
Oh,
game?
man. I'm surprised. So they switched the Niners and the Packers to Sunday night, but they didn't switch the Cowboys and Patriots to this Monday night. That's something that really shocked me because I feel like this one's going to be a complete blowout for the Ravens.
Really?
Just
Yeah.
lately they've been just blowing out teams. I'm
Oh
pretty sure.
no, yeah, the Ravens. I mean,
Blew out the Texans.
But you
who
don't
were
think
supposed
the
to be
Eagles
really
stand a
good. Blew
chance?
out.
You mean the Rams, Eric?
Rams.
Rams. Sorry, you don't
No,
think
I
the
don't think
Rams
so.
stand a chance?
I also hope they lose so that there's they don't catch up to us in the NFC West.
Balance.
But I think the Ravens will easily win with their MVP front runner.
He's a candidate. He ain't no front runner.
He's the front runner.
Fact. I'd rather
He don't
have
choke in
Russell
games.
Wilson.
Russell
Okay,
Wilson.
listen, he can choke in games.
Will he? Let's see if he chokes in this one.
Lamar Jackson is.
Who do you guys think's the best quarterback in the NFL?
That's a tough one because I would automatically
Jimmy
say
G.
Mahomes. Yes, sir. I would automatically say Mahomes, but just what he's been doing recently, I think he's still.
He's
came
been putting
off
up
an
like
injury.
40.
Yeah, he's.
Didn't he put 400 yards and like 4 or 3 touchdowns?
Yeah,
Against who?
But his
Against
defense is just trash. Who'd they play when he came back?
they played.
I don't know, the Titans?
I think it was the Titans. They lost to the
Mahomes,
Titans,
come to the Niners.
No.
Oh my god, dude. You know how happy I would be, dude?
We could have gotten
Oh
him.
my
I think we
God.
picked Solomon Thomas like second overall.
Yeah, Solomon Thomas was a bust.
We picked Solomon Thomas second overall, and Mahomes was picked like 15th.
If you're
We
listening to
could
this,
have
Solomon
picked
Thomas,
Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes.
Mitch Trubisky. Just kidding.
Was Mitch
They traded
Trubisky
up
the
for
first
him.
pick?
No, he was the
They
first.
traded up for Mitch Trubisky.
I mean, the Chiefs played the Chargers for a
Yeah,
one possession game.
but
Their
it was
defense
good
is
old
just
Phillip again
horrible.
at the very end.
Okay, Mahomes threw one interception and only 108.
Who's dying?
Me.
That's me.
How bad the Niners are
got
gonna choke.
Are they?
I don't think after the injury, I don't think Mahomes is enough.
Not right
I don't
now.
know.
I don't
He's-
think so. But I think once he
he
gets
still
healthy,
has, like-
100% again. Because he's
No, I
definitely
mean,
not
yeah,
100%
He still has
right now.
like.
Did he just sprain his ankle
He's
or
still
what happened?
sick.
No, he like
He's-
his knee was backwards.
And he just
His-
came back after
They popped
what?
it.
2
They popped
weeks?
it back, and he just
Three.
No, it was
walked
not
away.
2 weeks.
It was
Was
two
it 2
weeks.
He
It was
missed
2 weeks.
those 3.
Was it 3? Let me go back.
I'm pretty sure it was 2.
Because he got injured against.
That's crazy
2.
though.
It was against.
He missed
Uh,
all those games and he's still second in yards and touchdowns.
That's crazy.
He's a goat.
Oh wow.
Did he win MVP last year?
Yeah.
Yes. In his rookie
Wow.
year.
Wow.
The NFL curse got to him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, sir. Madden curse.
You mean Madden?
The Madden curse, yeah.
Jeez, Eric, get with the times.
Fucking backwards knee and everything.
Ay, Eric. Jeez.
Nice.
So you're gonna look up
Keep that.
thing?
What?
Don't keep
No.
that. Don't keep that.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna move on to week 13.
No, we're not.
It's Thanksgiving around the corner. We have 3 games for Thursday night football.
Happy
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
wow.
What?
Maybe not the most exciting, but they will entertain you on Thanksgiving.
I don't think
we
they
got.
Will anyone be watching them though?
They will be in the
Thanks,
background
I
when you're
think-
eating
I think
when
flat
you're eating
down.
your meals.
You know
Who doesn't
what?
watch
Flat
football?
Listen. Let me say the names.
Bears,
bro.
Lions.
Okay, yeah, it's Bears Lions. Who's taking that?
I don't even. Lions.
Bears.
Bears have been disappointing.
Drum-
Lions
I
have
don't
two.
even know if they have Stafford in or out. I'm going with the Bears.
What?
Bears, Lions. Who you got?
Lions.
All right. That's
You got-
2-1 Ziggy.
Oh wait, if Matthew Stafford played,
If
he might be out
Matthew
though.
Stafford's out this week.
That's next week.
Listen, we're talking about week 13.
I know it's next week, but it's too. I know it's next week, but I don't think he's gonna play.
Probably not.
And why is that, Eric?
He's gonna be at home eating food.
Yeah. Watching,
I guess.
watching his team list.
All right, so we got Bears, I guess.
Yeah. And then America's
I got
team
Bears.
plays next.
We're going on to the next game of that day. We got Bills, and I hate the Cowboys. Who's taking that?
I hope the Bills.
I think the Bills have
I
a
hope-
legitimate chance to win that, but I have the Cowboys winning.
I got Bill
think-
Belichick.
I think if the Cowboys end up beating the Patriots, they're gonna come in hot and they're gonna beat the. If they beat the
Yeah.
Patriots.
What if they lose to the
Are you?
Patriots?
Do you like the Cowboys or something?
No, I
Secretly, he
don't.
does.
I don't like the I don't like the Cowboys. I don't want to see the. I really
Then say
think
Bills.
the-
Say Bills then.
Just go with Bills.
No, I'm gonna see the Cowboys.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think the Cowboys too.
Yeah, you like the
The-
Cowboys. I see.
The Bills defense
Oof.
is too.
I'll give it that.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
All right.
The last
We're gonna move on to the last giving. You'll probably be buying a TV at this time. We got Saints and Falcons. Who's taking this
watch
one?
it on TV. This
Falcons
is
are
taking
this is the one
this
we're
game.
talking
Wow.
about.
100-0.
Falcons.
You
Shout
got
out
the
Wyatt Hastings.
Falcons. Yep. I got the Saints. I think they're gonna
Really?
shut down the Falcons once and for all. They lost
no,
last.
No way.
The Falcons beat the Saints last time, and now they know what they're doing. They'll go into that game better, have a better game plan. They'll beat the Falcons.
You're crazy.
We'll see. I'll text
Did
you
you see
after
how
I
the
buy my TV.
How the Falcons are playing?
Did you not see their defense last week?
But it's the Saints. The Saints lost to them 26-9, but they're not gonna just go into the game and do the exact same thing, hoping to win. They're gonna have
Maybe
some
they'll
sort
put
of
up
game
a
plan.
touchdown this time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll give it this. It's gonna be a field goal that's gonna decide the game.
Field goal. So the Saints will have a field
no.
I think so.
I think the Saints are gonna
No,
blow
I'm
them
just
out.
giving it
this
to Adam.
time.
I'll be nice to Adam. I'll say a field goal, but I
We'll
really
see
do
what
think the
happens,
Saints.
yeah.
Falcons
Maybe
are
the
gonna
NFL is gonna rig this game, and it's gonna come down to that
Makes
Yeah.
sense. That's usually what happens.
because it is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's true. They gotta put on a show.
Yeah, and it's the final game of that day too. They're gonna play it while we're buying our TVs.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna end that there. That's gonna end today's podcast. We're not gonna see you till next weekend. So happy Thanksgiving. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on our social media at On Point Sports. We'll see you next time.